Dominating!
Hello everybody, welcome to the first game of our NFL Madden 07 tournament. The Lions and the Bears are going to kick things off for the NFC North section of the tournament bracket. In round one, the Bears coming in with a underdog team today. The Lions are favored, and the Lions are going to receive the ball to get this game started. Here we go, folks. And the kick is up. Returning from the 5 makes it out to about the 22. And so now Matthew Stafford and the Lions offense is going to come out onto the field and start their first drive. First and 10 on the 22-yard line. Stafford under center. Hands off. Manages to spin a little bit and doesn't go anywhere with that spin, but does manage to pick up about 7 yards. Second and 3. From the 29, between the 29 and the 30-yard line. In motion, it's going to be another handoff. This one's going to go for good yards. First down. Before they manage to take him down. Bears defense already struggling against the Lions running game. We'll just have to see how they react when they start throwing the ball. But it's not going to start yet. Wide open, but the blocker let him go. Had he actually managed, if he was not just a receiver, if he was a lineman and was blocking, that would have probably went wide open and maybe even all the way to the end zone. But as it is, it's going to be first and 10 on the 48-yard line. And the Lions are close to crossing. There they went. They went across midfield. First down in Bears territory now. 4 rushes, yards per carry, 9.0 is what Bell is averaging today. And it's only been a few plays. 4 plays, 36 yards. And they've eaten just over 2 minutes off of the clock in the first quarter. First passing play of the game for the Lions, and it's going to go over the middle and intercepted! So after a very successful drive on the ground, their first pass play results in a pick. And all of that hard work on the ground goes nowhere. And so Jay Cutler and the Bears will get their first opportunity to strike. And just like the Lions, they'll open up with a run play. Good blocking, good yards. Broke a tackle almost. And now they're back on the Lions side of the field. And this is where the Bears have a good opportunity. If they can keep driving the ball down the field, they have a shot to get in there and score and really make this into a game. Good blocking. Matt Forte going up around the right side. Got himself some nice yards, about 9 on that play. Second and 2, 8 yards on the previous run play. Man in motion. Toss to Forte. Good blocking. First down. And then a couple more yards after that. You'll notice the portraits are inaccurate. That is not my fault. That is the... I did my best to try to get portraits for this. Could not figure out how to. So, first and 10 on the 30, about the 33. In between the 33 and the 32. Another run play. This one's going to go for about 5. Forte not happy about that short run. But the hole just was not there. So it's going to be third down, and the Bears are in field goal range. No, 2nd and 7. I was wrong about the third down. Now it's going to be third down after a loss of 1. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. And that's the end of the first quarter with no score. Remember, folks, this is a tournament game, so this is win or go home. That's a pass, and it's going to be caught, and there's down at the 2. Brilliant play. Ball between the 2 and the 3, and the Bears have an opportunity to score 6 right here. Cutler 1 for 1. You just saw his first pass attempt of the day. I think this is going to be a pass, or it is. I thought it was going to be a run, and he had all day to throw it, but the pressure finally got to him. Okay, that got me a little bit excited and a little bit confused at first, because even I was fooled by the fake. That was a good fake, but it didn't pay off for him. He immediately ran out of the pocket, but got swarmed. Still at about the same place where it was, so no real loss there. This time it is a handoff, and touchdown Bears! And so the Bears go up by 6 and draw first blood. Extra point kick is good. And so the score is now 7-0. And the Lions have their work cut out for them now. Matt Forte was a big part of that drive with 37 rushing yards. And he's the one who got the touchdown. But it was really set up on that interception. Honestly, that drive could not have happened if it weren't for the interception. So, here we go with the kickoff. The Lions will try again here. Good return. Gets out past the 30 to about the 33. And so the Lions get their second chance here. Let's see what they can do with it as Stafford goes up under center. And remember, the next game in the tournament, since we're going by division and then by alphabetical order, which means that the next game is going to be the Packers hosting the Vikings. And then we're going to move on to some NFC East action. Pass play by Stafford. That's going to be caught! Calvin Johnson with a sideline catch, and that's going to move the Lions into a much better field position. They're on the Bears' side of the field. The NFC action. That's another catch by Johnson for a first down. The NFC action that is going to come in 2 games from now, after the Packers-Vikings game, is going to be Cowboys-Giants. And then after that, it's going to be... No, wait. It's going to be Cowboys-Eagles. I forgot about that. And Giants-Redskins after that. So, another pass play. And another catch by Johnson for another first down. And the Lions are moving quickly. They want to score. And unlike on their first drive, the passing is working beautifully. Stafford is hitting his target, which so far has only been Johnson. Here you see Johnson's numbers, 3 receptions for 52 yards, and they finally hand off to Bell again, but the hole closed up and he got pushed out for a gain of only about a yard. 2-minute warning now. 2 minutes left in the half. Here at Soldier Field. Second and goal. Toss to Bell around the left side, and he's going to go up to about the 3. No huddle here. Clock ticking. Bears loading up the line. They're expecting a run. They get a pass. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. And so an extra point right here will tie it up before halftime. And here we go, kickoff time. This is the first kickoff the Bears have received. Cutting back up the field, gets to about the 24. There you see the total yardage on offense for both teams. The Bears trailing in that department by 34 yards. But they started their first drive. That's gonna hit the ground. They started their first drive with very good field position due to the interceptions. So this drive is their first official kickoff drive, so to speak. This is their first drive from a kickoff. In the gun, no backs. This is gonna be a pass play. Lions defense spread out. Everyone knows what this is gonna be. It's going to be thrown and picked off! And so the second turnover of the day is caused this time by the Lions. And so with that interception, they're going to be on the Bears 31 with a minute 19 to try to get a lead before halftime. And another pass to Johnson is going to put the Lions on the 21. First and 10. Another pass to Johnson. It dropped, and it wasn't to Johnson. That's going to stop the clock. It's going to give the Lions a time to get some time to catch a breather. But it's also going to give the defense some time to gather their heads a little bit. Run or pass? What's it going to be? It's going to be a pass play to the left. Dropped. Incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10. So after this, they're probably, if they don't score on this play, they're probably just going to go for a field goal. Although they can still get a first down and try again. But with only a minute left, I don't think they would. I don't think that's a good choice. So Johnson dropped. And 4th down, they're going to probably bring out the field goal unit for this one. Indeed, 33-yard field goal attempt. And this will give the Lions a little bit of cushion going into the second half. And the kick is good. I'm sorry, not so much of a cushion, just more of a lead. That's what it is. They have a lead. But the Bears do have 52 seconds to try to move down the field and either tie it or get the lead themselves going into the half. So we'll see how that works out for them. Good return to the 32. Ball's going to be spotted on the 30. So 1st and 10. Ball just about on the 30-yard line as we prepare to see the Bears try to use 48 seconds to their advantage here. Pass play almost picked off. And the passing is not working so good for the Bears as it is for the Lions. Cutler having a rather bad day, despite the fact that they set up a touchdown with a good pass earlier in the game. Pass tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd down, 41 seconds left on the clock. The Bears have to get a 1st down here, preferably one that would stop the clock, so they've got to start throwing towards the sidelines. Another throw over the middle. This is going to be caught, and a timeout is going to be called by the Bears. That's their first. Chunk of grass in Cutler's face mask. So 1st and 10 on the 47. Excuse me, the 48. And another timeout taken after a short pass that put them... Excuse me, that was on the 43, and this is on the 47. Okay. And sacked! And here we go, 3rd and 12, 25, 24, 23. The clock is ticking. And the Bears used their last timeout. They decided not to try to beat the clock on this one. Can we expect a Hail Mary? He's in the gun. He has no one in the backfield. This is going to be a throw. It is thrown to the halfback, I think. I'm sorry, I'm not very familiar with the Bears. Nevin Lawson appears to have injured his knee on the play. He's going to come hobbling off the field. That's going to stop the clock for an injury timeout, so that's going to buy the Bears some time to try another play. 14 seconds left in the half. That's going to be caught. And they're going to run out of time here. Even if they do get the no huddle, I don't think they're going to have enough time to run off another play. Not enough time. And so the end of the half, 10-7, the Lions hold the lead, but just barely. Here you see the first half stats. Total yards 110 to 107. So on paper, these teams have been rather even. But the Lions hold the advantage with a 3-point lead. However, the Bears are going to get another chance here. And this time, they're not just going to have a minute left. The Bears have the entire 3rd quarter to work with here to try to get down the field. So time is not an issue right now. Good return out to the 32, or the 22. Pass play to Forte. Gets him about 3. Comparing Forte and Bell. Forte has one more attempt, but Bell has more yards. Almost picked off. And Cutler's bad day at passing continues. His completion percentages have got to be absolutely awful right now. And he's already been picked off once. He's nearly been picked off several times. 3rd down. They are 3 for 3 on 3rd down. Can they go 4 for 4? Yes, they can. 1st down. And on a pass play, no less. Which, as we've seen so far for Cutler, has not been working out so well. Another pass play. Throws. That's almost picked off. So many near misses for Cutler. And as we've seen earlier in this game, he's already been picked off once. I don't think he can afford to be picked off again. This one's going to be a run play. Hand off to Forte. Gets him about 8. Matt Forte, 8 rushes, 45 yards and 1 TD so far in the game. But it has not helped the Bears as they had hoped. They are 4 for 4 on third down. Can they go 5 for 5? Forte, no, it's a fake! And that's going to be another catch for another first down. The Bears are out passing and now slightly out rushing the Lions. But as you all know, at the end of the day, it's score that matters, and the Lions are outscoring the Bears from the 50. Another pass play, and that's going to be caught, and he gets away! He's wide open, touchdown Bears! That was close, especially with what Cutler has been doing today in terms of interceptions, and that was a beauty. 50-yard touchdown pass puts the Bears on top. And so here we go. As the Bears prepare to kick off the ball. And the Lions get their shot. No blocking on that one, and he gets to the 19. Had absolutely no blocking on the left side, and unfortunately that's the direction he decided to go. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 18 actually. Stafford passes! Oh! I thought that was going to be picked off, threading the needle there to get some yards. And a first down. The Lions have been very successful ever since that interception. They've actually been very successful throwing the ball. 7 out of 11, 86 yards, one touchdown, 1 interception. That is Stafford's numbers today. Handoff to Bell. Gets undercut below the knees. And gets flipped. As we come up on 2nd down and 9. This is going to be a pass. Over to Calvin Johnson again. For good yards. And a completion. You can faintly hear in the background the crowd chanting defense. This is going to be 3rd and inches. Are they going to hand it to Bell? They are. And he's going to get stuffed. 4th down and this is going to be the first punt of the game. It took until the 3rd quarter, but we got our punt. We got a punt coming up. Time running out in the 3rd. Fair catch called for. That's going to go out into the end zone, however. So the Bears are going to be starting this drive from the 20. And now they're in clock management mode. Although, of course, if you were the Bears, you would probably want to try to get a little bit more of a cushion than just 4 points. Although that does necessitate a touchdown. Good run by Forte, by the way. Gets out to the 30. And I'm not even going to begin to attempt to pronounce his last name. Bears fans out there, I'm sorry if I... Or Lions fans out there, I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your players' names. End of the third quarter. 14-10. The Bears go into the fourth with the lead. Second and inches. There's going to be a pass. And I have no idea what he was throwing at there. So Cutler's bad day as a passer continues. The Bears seem to only be able to truly move the ball through or on the ground. And they are 5 for 5 on third down. Can they do it again? Forte has been very efficient. And he's going to not make it across fourth down. And so our second punt comes straight after our first. And that's a 3 and out, actually. So our first 3 and out of the day. And the Bears get a chance. We got a game coming up, fellas. This is going to be one heck of a game. That's going to be returned for about 7 yards. And here we go. The Lions are going to have 4 minutes and 16 seconds to try to do something. To get up there and score so they can move on in the tournament. Good blocking, good catch by Johnson, good juke. And that's going to be a first down, and the Lions already producing on offense. Stafford, 3 completions in a row. First and 10 from the 37. Another catch by Johnson. That's going to be about 7 yards. Fuller with 5 tackles. Good defensive production on his part, but it's not going to mean much if the Bears can't stop them. Oh! Around the left side, the blitz almost had him, but he broke the tackle, and it's going to be another first down. Bell having a tremendous day on the ground. Only 51 yards, but he's got those yards where they counted. And another first and 10 as Bell is fake too, and that's going to bounce off their defender. So a little bit of a break here for the Lions. Try to get their heads together. 2 minutes, 36 seconds. 4 plays, 31 yards. And I feel like I've been here before. On their first drive. Another fake. Catch this time. 9 yards. Willie Young has injured his hand. Is going to come off for at least one play. $11 for 16 and 122 yards and a touchdown. Stafford having a good day through the air. Another pass. This one's a floater, and 5 defenders had a chance to pick that one off, and none of them could come up with it. This is going to be fourth down and probably going to be a punt because they're outside of field goal range. They're just barely past midfield. Willie Young, broken finger, out for the game. Lions going for it on 4th and 2. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be dropped and turnover on downs, and that's it, folks. The Bears can just run the clock out from here. And if I were the Bears, I would just be giving the ball to Matt Forte a lot. And they do here, and that's going to get him close to a first down as the Lions burn their first time out. Matt Forte, 11 rushes for 62 yards and a touchdown. So good day all around by both sides. On the ground, through the air, the Lions have the advantage. Cutler not having a good day as a passer. Another run play is going to be good for a first down and a few more yards. Both running backs are averaging 5.6 yards a carry. Ball just past midfield. Minute 49. The Lions have one timeout left. They're just delaying the inevitable right here. Tried to go left, had to come all the way back to the right. Still didn't go anywhere. But at this point, they're not playing for yards. They're playing to kill time. And the Lions realize that there's really no point in burning their last time out now. Maybe they're hoping they can stuff them enough to burn their timeout and make the punt. Either that or they burned their last time out and I just wasn't paying attention. This is going to be another run, and it's going to be fourth down. The Lions do not take a timeout, so I'm assuming they burned it and I wasn't paying attention. Nope, they take it right now. So the Bears are going to have to punt it, and the Lions are going to have about, after the punt, they're going to have about a minute and 5 or maybe even less than that to work with. Setting up for a thriller, folks. This is probably going to be a touchback. No, that one goes off the side of his foot. And that's going to pin the Lions deep. Good punt there. So the Lions have 90 yards to go and a minute and 5 to get there with no timeouts. I had kind of written the Lions off, but this is their last gasp right here. This is it. They have no shot if they don't make it here. And that's going to be picked off. That's the game, folks. Their last chance just went down the drain with that interception. And of the worst times to have a turnover, it's when you're down by 4 with a minute to go. And you have the ball, and then you get the turnover. And so the Bears can just kneel it from here. Burn these last 56 seconds off the clock. So, since the Bears are going to be moving on here in the tournament, next week we look forward to, or I shouldn't say next week, because of the fact that I can't keep a good upload schedule. But in the next game, we look forward to the Packers against the Vikings. Bears take a knee to close this one out and move on in the tournament. And then after the Packers, Vikings, of course, we have Cowboys, Eagles. And then we have Giants and Redskins. And then I was kind of torn as to what division to go with next. I decided to go with the NFC West. So, that game is going to involve the Cardinals and the 49ers. And then the game after that will be the Rams and the Seahawks. But that's all in the future. For right now, the Lions have been knocked out of the tournament. And the Bears are going to move on. They will play the winner of the Green Bay, Minnesota game. Let's check out some statistics in terms of passing. Jay Cutler, passer rating of 76.3, 145 yards. I guess he was a little bit better in passing than I thought he was. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 8 for 16 completions with a completion percentage of 50% and 9 yards per throw on average. 1 sack and a pass long of 50 yards. That was the one that broke free for a touchdown. Matt Stafford's passer rating went down severely, I assume, after that interception at the end of the game because he had a pretty good day over through the air. So, with that in the books, I'm Mr. Sir 1995, and tune in for our next game in the tournament, Packers and Vikings.